The US presidential election is fast approaching. The candidates are talking about the Supreme Court, police reform, and other big issues. There's also attention on the pandemic and Donald Trump's hospitalisation after testing positive for COVID-19. But there's a parallel conversation happening, filled with conspiracies and rumours. Here's how you can spot false claims, influence campaigns, and hoaxes on your social media feed. Tip 1. If it triggers strong emotions, think before you share. Ever heard of QAnon? It's a false conspiracy theory that claims President Trump is fighting a secret war against elite, Satan-worshipping paedophiles. We can all agree that child abuse and human trafficking are upsetting, terrible crimes. But many people don't realise what's really behind seemingly virtuous hashtags, ones such as Save Our Children. They have become part of a bigger, politically motivated disinformation campaign. If you see a claim made on social media about the election that makes you feel really emotional, pause for a second. Get to the bottom of where it came from. Tip 2. Question divisive content. US intelligence concluded that Russia used social media to try to influence the last presidential election back in 2016. So how can you spot influence operations on your social media feeds?
Foreign interference campaigns often try to exploit local divisions and pit people against each other. That's exactly what Russian trolls did in 2016 with divisive memes about race and social issues. So beware of posts that promote extreme points of view and always interrogate the sources that share them. Also, be extra cautious with little-known news websites that promote political content. Influence campaigns often rely on these. Facebook recently shut down one such effort linked to Russia. It's centered around a left-leaning news website that even hired real US-based journalists to write for them.
Tip 3. Consider the motives behind a post. Beware dirty tricks. False claims about voter fraud began circulating online in the summer, often plugged by President Trump himself. On Twitter, he's criticised plans to expand postal voting, claiming there's tremendous fraud involved. That's not backed up by the evidence. And as polling day approaches, expect to see false claims about where, when, and how to vote. Check details about voting with your local election authority. And as always, stop and think.